everybody, welcome to another video. We start this one off on a miserable morning, more miserable than me this weather is, and we come across two of my favourites. Yep, two cyclists that are riding side by side, and we know where they're allowed to do that. Now obviously I cannot give them the 1.5 meters you're supposed to be giving them if they're going to ride like that. Even if I go completely on the wrong side of the road, I'm still not going to be 1.5 meters away from that guy. So for me, they forfeit that rule. Unless he moves over, I cannot do it. Now, even if I am going to overtake these two, I've got to do it in a safe manner. Now we're looking at this professional driver behind me. Yes, he's got the yellow circle of death in the top right hand side of his windscreen. There's a junction to the right hand side there. Terrible place to overtake, terrible timing. And they do go into single file. It was a bit too slow for me, but they do it anyway. And I'm not sure, even though I was fully over on the wrong side of the road there, overtaking them myself, I'm not sure that was 1.5 meters anyway, but I couldn't move over anymore. So we're going to go to the rear camera now as I overtake him. Look at the cyclist in the front there. He looks over his shoulders, both shoulders, and he goes back to riding two abreast. Now he must have been able to see that car behind him that's going to catch him up. Why go two abreast? Why not stay single file until that car's overtaken him? Now you see that car is overtaking them when they're two abreast, and the speed he did it in is a joke. It's a 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, and this guy's catching me up like I'm doing nothing. He overtakes me like I'm standing still. And I can't stress again, the camera doesn't do this justice to how bad the weather is at the moment. And he also overtakes the professional driver like he's standing still as well. Now I'm just going to run this through until we get to the little mini roundabout at the end of this road. Just to show you that all three of us cars, we are all there at the same time. So pretty pointless doing dangerous manoeuvres like them two did. Because we're there at the same time, you gained nothing. Good bit of driving that, boys. Now in this clip, we're on the good old M25. And as you can see, I'm on a slip road to come off of the M25. Who wants to come off with me? Yeah, that idiot that's all the way out there. He wants this slip road and he's still in the outside lane. Let's look how he does it. All in one manoeuvre. That's not the way you're supposed to do motorway driving to get off. Now, as we go down this slip road, there is a roundabout at the bottom of it. And guess where he wants to go? Yes, he wants to turn left at the roundabout. So why are you in the right hand lane? Used to being in the outside lane, I guess. So he's just got to go across another couple of lanes to make him feel big like his truck is. And then he turns left, the same as I do. And we head off towards Kingston area. Now I'm going to speed this up in a second. He does leave me for dead. I catch him up for his next cock up. Now this one, I could probably understand this one, because if you're turning right at a roundabout, you go into the right hand lane generally, depending on the road markings. Although this isn't really classed as a roundabout what's coming up. It's one of these fucking stupid things which complicates everything. Everyone gets confused here. Now we want to go off to Kingston. Even the arrow for Kingston is in the wrong place. What I mean by that is it should be over there like that. Remember, we're on that road there. It's saying like we're going straight on like that. And we're not. We are actually turning right. But you've got to go round the thing from the left-hand lane. It's peculiar. I'll show you up here as well. And we come to this sign here. It doesn't even say that there's two lanes to the left-hand side there. Which there is. Why is it saying there's two lanes to the right hand side, which there is, and not two lanes here? So when we come here, look, there's two lanes. Now, even the road markings here are wrong. As you can see, the pickup truck is in the wrong lane again, and he's moved out to the A30. We want the 308. And the white car behind him was also in the wrong lane. He wants the 308 rather than the A30. Over there is the road for Kingston. So it's not a straight on lane like it was sort of saying in that sign back there. No change. So we haven't finished with the pickup truck yet because he's still in the wrong lane. He does want the 308. Now this lane to my left hand side also goes round the roundabout the way we want to go. But the road markings, the road signs are saying it's a left turn only. It's not really. Now he's back in. What an absolute arsehole that is. Now when we come round here, obviously the pickup trucks come back in. And the car to my left hand side is doing nothing wrong because you can, look, there's 3 lanes there. So why are we all in one lane to turn right here? I'm going to show you now. Look, it says 308 there. So why is it a left turn only lane from there? Nothing makes sense on this roundabout. It's so badly marked up again. But what this does show again though is that pickup truck driving like a complete fruitcake, and I'm right next to it. Have you noticed in my commentary recently I keep mentioning cake? So enough about cake. Let's get on to cyclists. Yes, cyclist. Now, I'm not having a go at the cyclists here. I'm defending them, to be honest. We're looking at bike lanes and what they are given. Now, this is the road coming out of Kingston. These bike lanes are relatively newish, and we're only looking on our side of the road here, okay? It's pretty much the same on the other side of the road, but we're looking at our side of the road only. As you can see, there's a bike lane there. It was pretty small, but now it's gone to a decent-ish size. That's not too bad for this type of road, because the road is quite tight. It's not very big at all. But what's coming up here? Do they really expect cyclists to come off the road here and go onto the pavement instead of going straight down there? Now, I know it's a bus stop there. Now, what's the point of coming off the road and going straight in towards the pedestrians? Does it make any sense at all about going into where the pedestrians are going to be? And then if you did use that, you come on there. What is the point of leaving the road? And then you got the sign there saying that they can carry on going down the pavement if they want to. Do they want their cake and eat it? Oh, not cake again. Yeah, so we carry on. They want you now to come off the road again and go straight into a bus stop again. Seriously? What happens if there's a bus there? I know it's an American bus and I know it's facing the wrong way, but that's the only bus I could find. But don't worry about it. If they want cyclists to ride up there, it'll soon be replaced by one of these things, because that is ridiculous. Having cyclists going up into a bus stop where people are going to be looking at the bus. They're not going to be looking out for cyclists, and the cyclists sure as hell don't look out for pedestrians, that's for sure. So we'll carry on a little bit further down the road. It's not too bad at the moment, that cycle lane, as cycle lanes go. You have to go up a little bit of a ramp there to get off the road, sort of thing, away from us bad cars. And then you have to come back down there and then rejoin the road. So moving on, the cycle lane's not too bad there really. And then we come to another bus stop where the cycle lane goes into the bus stop again with the pedestrians. But look at the size of that bike lane. Can you fit a bike in it? It's so small, it's teeny, it's like they forgot about it and put it in afterwards. It's just stupid. And then they rejoin the road here right at the traffic lights so they can go through a red light as they would normally do, just to make them feel at home. But me being a good boy, I will wait at these traffic lights because I can. And I will. It's the law. So, off we go again. As you can see, the cycle lane's still there. It's still a decent size. And in a minute, we come to another bizarre thing here. We come to a little bit of a fork in the road here. Yes. It goes up that ramp there, and there's parked cars there. They're in a parking bay. So they can either go left at the fork or right at the fork. Whatever way you want to go, it's going to be wrong, isn't it? You're going to come into traffic or you're going to go straight into pedestrians. And then you come off the ramp if there's no one parked there. It's bizarre. Then up another ramp here. Down another ramp there. And now you get these silly little cone spiky things. And then up another ramp into a teeny little bike lane again. Into a bus stop again. They don't like bikes or they don't like pedestrians. They're trying to do away with one of them, aren't they? Or both. And then you come along here and you still got the spikes the bollards, whatever you want to call them. What is the technical name for them? And then we come round here, and you got to come off the road again. Yes, you got to come off there and go round the back of that bus and then come on at the other side of the bus. And now for the icing on top of the cake. Oh, fucking hell, again, cake. Yeah, we have giveaway lines. Who the hell are they going to be giving way to there? Answers on a postcard for that one, please. Or in the comments. Now, we're off cyclists now for a little while. And some of you might know that I've got a bit of a short temper. And I've got a nasty side to me as well. I don't always let people win. Fucking really? Where does it say there's 2 lanes here? Where does it say there's 2 lanes there? Why? Why are you doing that? Fucking idiot. No, I'm not fucking merging in turn, because there is no merging turn there. There's one fucking big lane. Now in this clip, I'm coming up to a roundabout where I want to turn left. As you can see, there's 3 lanes. This numpty here also wants to turn left, but is in lane 3. I don't know what he's doing out there. The interesting thing I find about this van is, not only is he a bit of a prat in the way he's driving, but he believes in social media. Look at the stuff on the side of his van there, and he knows the power of social media. And yet he drives like that with all his company name written all over the van, and then drives like a fucking numpty. So in this clip, we're on the good old M25 again. We've got the slip road for the M3 now to the left hand side, and we've got people joining into that slip road and people coming out of it as well, because the slip road is going too slow for them. We've even got a lane 2 coming to a stop because people are trying to get into that lane. That's just outrageous that you stop on a motorway to get into a lane. It should never ever happen. It's just so dangerous. You saw the Mini come out of the slip road there. The BMW is going to undertake me, which I'm expecting, because he wants the slip road as well. And so does the Mini. The Mini ain't made a mistake by being in the slip road by mistake. It just wants to go a little bit further up and then cut in. As they always do. They just will not wait in the slow lane. And as you can see, we've got a reduced speed limit on the M25. And it's all calls from people like this that will not get in the lane. The Tesla wants the lane as well. He wants the left-hand lane. So that's 3 of them there that are just not moving over. I'm always in the middle lane on some of these junctions. The ones that I know that this happens on. Because I'm not going to be putting myself at risk being in lane 1. Because I know sometimes it comes to a standstill like that one back there. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous as hell. All you need is someone not concentrating, being on the phone, something like that. And you're rear-ended. So I prefer to be out in the middle lane, and you can call me a fucking lane hogger if you want to. I don't care, because I'm not staying there and well, being in danger really. But there is one more to come yet, because believe it or not, there is someone that's in lane 3 here. This van, company name written all over it. He wants that slip road as well, and yet he's in lane 3. Good indication to come back in. I know you don't have to indicate to come back in. That is another ridiculous rule. You should always have to indicate to come back in. But it's in the highway code that you don't. And there it is. Wafer thin there. Ah, more food. Wafer thin there before it hits the solid line. Now in this clip, we're still on the good old M25. We've got a slip road coming on. But straight after that, we've got a slip road going off to the Heathrow Airport Terminal 5. Now, solid lines. You're not supposed to drive over solid lines. You can get a nice fine and some points on your license for that. Is it worth it to just wait? Just wait. So that was one car that did it. There's another one. And another one. And you're just joining a queue of traffic again. So you're not really gaining much by doing it anyway. Now I want that lane that they're in. But I'm going to wait until it goes to dotted lines. And if we go to the rear camera now. And we have another one. Now you got to remember that, Nissan. It doesn't gain anything by doing that. You'll see it as I go past it. It's even further back than what it would have been if it had stayed behind me now. So that idiot gained nothing. But you'll see him in a minute. He wasn't happy with that. And he comes out of it. Comes out of the slip road to go back into the slip road a little bit further down the road. So you've just gone across solid lines to come back out. You'll see that Mercedes pull back out because he's going to cut in further down the road. For some strange reason, I didn't save the video or the clip of the front camera with them coming back in. Don't know why. At the moment, I guess. So we're looking at it from the rear camera now, obviously, and you just see how many people leave it so late to get into this lane. They know where they're going. They just will not wait in that line. You can see the line of traffic going all the way back there. There's another one that's left it late. And here comes the Nissan. It's not happy with being back there. And it zooms past and it cuts in further down the road. After going over the solid lines, it could have stayed where it was and done that. Idiot. So we're not done yet though. There's still loads of people that want to leave it till the last possible second to get across. And can you spot which ones it is before they do it? This little red car. It does it. And then it doesn't do it. The Range Rover, you can put money on Range Rovers doing this though. The Range Rover behind it. So he pops into the lane quite late. Range Rover won't go behind that red car though. Oh no, it's far too important for that. So he's going to come in now. So we're getting quite close to the solid lines again. The Range Rover is just going to come flying up the inside, and I do want to be in the lane that I'm in because they split. There's another fork in the road, and you'll see that the red car in a second, it doesn't even want this bloody lane anyway. It doesn't even want the slip road rather, and moves back out onto the M25. Now in this clip we're looking at a bike behind me and the bus. I find it quite funny that the bike gets the ump with the bus being so close to it. As a little look down at the lane, yeah, the bus is in its own lane, but it's looking at it as in space awareness. Pot calling the kettle black, I think. Look how close this idiot is next to me, or behind me rather. He must be listening to the music. He's bopping his head around. Now if I have to do an emergency stop now, he's got no chance of stopping. Now with these clips, I never ever know whether to speed it up or just leave it as it is and just play a little bit of music. So I'm decided on this one to just leave it as it is and play some music. But let us know in the comments down below whether I should be fast forwarding this because it's a bit boring. Pain in the arse. Fuck for that. Pain in the arse. And yes, I said a very bad word which I had to bleep out. But you can see how he is now with this car in front of me. Does exactly the same thing. If that car has to hit his brakes hard, he's got no chance of stopping. And look how close he gets. The car's indicating to turn left. Look how close he is. He's almost touching the bumper. And now the next car's turning right. And he's got the cheek to look at the car as if it's his fault for turning right. So I'm waiting here at these lights, as you're supposed to do, and look what's coming up. A cyclist. She actually looks quite intelligent, doesn't she? How wrong can you be? You know, it doesn't matter how slow you go through a red light, how careful you are going through a red light, it's still a red light. Now, the last clip was in Richmond. Now we're in Sheen. The driving and the riding doesn't change though. As you can see, we are in a straight on only lane. The left hand lane is a left turn only lane. But that doesn't apply to some people. You look to the rear camera now. You're looking in the left hand lane, or the right hand lane as we're looking at it from this view. See that van? I think you should have been turning left there, mate. And look at the speed. It's a 20-mile-an-hour speed limit. Really? As I keep saying, if you make someone slow down or stop, you should not have pulled out. There obviously wasn't room enough for you to pull out without affecting someone else. Now in this clip, I'm in the right hand lane because I'm turning right further up the road. The same as everybody else down this road. We're all in this lane because we're all turning right down the end of the road here. There's only one person that doesn't get it. The mad dog lady. She had a dog on her lap as she drove past here and the inside here, this BMW. Now she's had to hit her brakes now because there's a speed camera there. As we've gone back a touch just to show you the speed camera. So she's had to hit her brakes the speed that she was going. And now obviously she wants to get in that gap between me and the car in front. And she just does it. The fuck is that? Idiot! And you know what? There will be comments in the comment section saying misuse of the horn. Nothing about the fact that she was undertaking about 4 or 5 cars before me and then cutting across me. Nothing would be said about that. Who the fuck's driving? You or a dog? Or the fact she had a dog on her lap as well. Fucking hell, what are you doing? Undertake! Fucking... You're on camera anyway. Anyway guys, that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.